God bless you. It's Pastor Abraham Lincoln Washington, and it is Jumpstart time. And I've got the booster cables for your walk with God. Hallelujah. It is a beautiful and wonderful Wednesday. Well, we're thanking God for the opportunity to encourage you today. And I just want to give you a jump start into a new redo for renew to happen in your 2024. We've been dealing with the prodigal son, and we've been admiring the prodigal father. And today I want to encourage you because we have to do what the father did if we want a redo and a renew. Everyone needs an opportunity to have another chance. Another chance. And I didn't say a second chance. I said another chance. Because when it comes down to relationships, it's so important to know you have to keep your arms wide open. You have to keep your heart wide open. You have to keep your mind wide open to giving folks another opportunity to disappoint you or to let you down. But you can't think that way. You can't expect it to happen again, because that will cause your welcomed arms being opened to never get open. See, in relationships, if you're expecting the person to hurt you the same way they did, and it does happen, there are people that just don't care enough to change their behavior. And in those cases, those are folks that you have to make difficult, hardcore decisions concerning their ability to be in a position of hurting you when it comes down to abusing you. But can I tell you that most relationships will require you being vulnerable to being hurt again for another person to grow, for them to improve, for them to learn how to handle that relationship. And I want you to know that every marriage, there's a learning curve that has to take place. And the only way it can happen is if you have to give them another chance. There are things that will happen in a working environment. Your relationship with your supervisor or your employees will never get better if you won't give them another chance. See, in the work arena, it's almost forced. You have to give them the 3 T's. You have to realize, okay, you've blown it, you've messed up, you haven't done what you were supposed to do, but guess what? I need to train you. That's the first T. Then, while you're in the working environment, you've got benefits, you're a part of the company, but you keep on blowing it in the same area, so guess what? Now we need to transfer you. Get you into another area, something that really fits you. You're on the bus, but you're not on the right seat. You're not in the right seat on the bus. So we're going to transfer you into another area so you can find a productive place in this. And then after you've given them the chance to be trained and transferred, well, then finally, if they still keep on acting crazy or blowing it or falling short, then you terminate them. But that's a working environment. But at least there's room for a learning curve. That has to always be the case in your relationships. Look at what the prodigal son did. He went out, he wasted everything. He wasted everything, blew it. But he came to his senses. And he came back proper and correct. He said, Father, I sinned against heaven and I sinned in your presence. I'm not worthy to be called your son. If you want another chance, well, you need to come back correct. If you want another chance, you need to acknowledge the first chance that you blew miserably. And when you've blown it miserably, you have to take full responsibility. That's the doorway into another chance. You have to acknowledge, I messed this up badly, horribly. Give me a chance. And I don't expect to be at the same level that I was at before I blew it. Are you like that when you get your junk right and straightened out? You're coming back in and you're willing to take a lesser position because you don't deserve what you had before you left. If that's the attitude, look at what the father did. He said, son, look, get another ring. He wasted it, but guess what? I'm replacing it. In the year of the we replace. He went out there and he threw it all away, but guess what? I have more that I'm about to empower you with. Listen, relationships like marriage and raising children, you have to re-empower a person so that they can grow and be what they needed to be from the very beginning, which means it's time for you to reinvest in relationships. And it'll never happen if you won't give them another chance. And sometimes the reason you didn't get another chance was because you didn't come back with the right heart and humility. And if you learn how to humble yourself, then exaltation can take place. Well, I want to encourage you today with this jump start. Give people another chance. And if you blew it, if you were the problem, get down low in humility. And don't expect to be at the same level, and give people a chance to handle the emotional trauma you put them through when you went out acting a fool. And you'll get another chance. And they will open their hearts and their arms wide to you. That's what it requires in 2024. It's the year of the re. This is Pastor Abraham Lincoln Washington of Legacy Ministries. And at Legacy Ministries, we're running with the vision. Hallelujah. We're going to bring forth the victory. You have a wonderful Wednesday.